Hi friends, this is Ray from Honeytop Bees. I'm testing out a new pollen trap today. I'm going to go ahead and install it and see how it works over the next several days. When I'm at a show and I'm selling pollen, people ask me all the time, how do you collect the pollen? Well, I thought I would use this opportunity to show you how I collect pollen on my beehives using this new pollen trap that I just purchased from the Blythewood Bee Company right here in South Carolina. Now, this is not a paid promotion. I bought this with my own money, and I'm just testing a new design here. The worker bees, as they come into the hive, they land on this landing board and then they have to crawl through a small hole that's just big enough for them to get through. And in crawling through that hole, it knocks the ball of pollen off of their back legs and down into a little trap down here on the bottom. Now, drones can't get through there, so I like to leave a hole here on the side so that the drones can get in. And I don't leave this trap on for a long time. I leave it on for a day or two, and then I'll move it to another hive. Also at night, I sometimes will take it off because I find that even though there is a separate hole for the drones, a lot of times they'll congregate here on the top and can't figure out how to get in the hive at night. But this particular trap has been on here now for about 24 hours. And so let's take a peek and see how much pollen they've collected in 24 hours on this particular hive. All right, so if you look here, we have a good amount of collection here. This is maybe, I don't know, maybe about a third of the way full here in 24 hours. So that's coming along pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and stick this back on for them. There's really no secret to using this. It just attaches to the front of the hive, and this particular one is an 8-frame design. They come in 8 frames or 10-frame designs. They work great. You can see a bee right here. He's got pollen on his legs. Let's see if I can catch him. No, I can't. I'm going to come in a little closer here and see if I can get some better footage. You can see the little tiny holes in there. See if we can catch some bees landing on here and going in. There's one right there. Thanks for joining me today. If you wouldn't mind, take a moment and hit like and subscribe to my channel if you like content like this. If you have some things about collecting pollen that you have learned, please put them in the comments below. I'll show you the little hole here on the side, right in this area here. Now, some of the worker bees are going to come in and out here, which is fine. I don't need to collect 100% of the pollen that the bees are bringing in. I would say probably half of the bees are going in here and half are going in over there. But that still allows them to continue to bring some pollen into the hive. But you can see that entrance over there is being used pretty much. I would say maybe about 50% of the bees are going in there. Sometimes I will close this entrance off for a short period of time and drive all the bees through here. Just kind of depends on what my goal is for that particular hive. Thanks for joining me today. This is Ray. I'll see you on the next video. God bless. All right, it's time to ride over and check on that pollen trap and see how it did. Okay, so it's been 24 hours. Let's see how much honey we got from this pollen trap in one day. We'll go ahead and measure it here on our scale. Okay, so here's pollen that we got. And we'll go ahead and put it on our scale and looks like we got 1.5 ounces in a day. That doesn't seem right because this is a 5-ounce jar, so this should be more like 2.5 ounces. I wonder if I set the scale right. Let's do it again. I didn't do the scale right. Oh, I know what I did wrong. Okay, let's do this again. All right, so here's the pollen that I got. And we'll go ahead and weigh it up. So we got right at 2.5 ounces. This is a 5-ounce jar, so that makes perfect sense. 2.5 ounces of pollen in 24 hours. So if we left that there for a week, 7 days, we would have about a pound or so of pollen in a given week from just one hive. So anyway, that's how you collect pollen. Wait a minute, your plan to learn beekeeping is to go down a rabbit trail of random YouTube videos and then buy a bunch of equipment and bees and be successful your first year? I tried that. It doesn't work too good. I lost a lot of money and I was very frustrated until I got a good education. Now I teach beekeeping. And I want to encourage you, if you're a beginning beekeeper, to check out my course called Learn Beekeeping with Ray. It is a comprehensive beginner's beekeeping course with over 40 relevant lessons that will lay a foundation and help you get through your first year. And if you use my name, Ray, at checkout on my website, you can get $20 off the course to help you get started. It's an investment that is worth making.